verifiable error, then I extrapolate fictionally with real life and fictional characters. Hold on a second, if the human infrastructure of the big public events that I describe is credible, if their interactions with big historical events and verified big-time people is realistic, you will believe it.
My dad used to bring home all these scandal sheets when
Right.
I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
L.A. Confident, all the.
Yeah.
I mean, did you did you use these as a source? I mean, were they, or they just your memory?
I read them. My two main sources of literature as a kid were the Bible and Confidential magazine. I'm interested in all that shit. The dual nature of human beings got to me early, and I am still grappling with it. It makes for great moral fiction.
You know, the story about Howard Hughes, that's a true story. I mean, there's a little changes going on here, but I really was after this $1 million. And so Clyde Duber had done a job for the Clark County grand jury. And so we were good friends with the DA up there, and the chief investigator. I was telling him, I said, look, there's $1 million, we can get a picture of Howard Hughes, and he's staying at the Desert Inn. Well, this guy comes up with a rendering of the Desert Inn, and he says, you know, what we do, and we got talking about this, we get a midget, and we put him in the air-conditioned duct, put him in there with a 35 millimeter with fast film, we get the shot, but we don't embarrass Howard Hughes by selling this to Life magazine. We're going to sell it back to Howard Hughes for $2 million. So that's the deal, you know. And so now we got to get a midget to do this, you know. That's the tough part, you know. We interviewed this midget, and so you know, we don't tell him it's Howard Hughes, but we tell him it's going to take some acrobatics to do this shit, you know. And so this guy says, well, you know, I'm in. And so we go over to the sands, and this midget has a couple of drinks, and he gets drunk, and he lights up a cigar and the whole bit. There's a barmaid there, and he says, hey, he says, what would you say to a little fuck? And she turns around and she says, hi, you little fuck. I said, this guy's not going to work, you know. So, but James Ellroy tops my story. That's a true story, but he tops it because he says that Buzz Duber comes to me and says, look, I've got a black midget who plays a pygmy in the Tarzan movies, you know? And so we can get this guy and put him in a food cart, and when they wheel him into Howard Hughes's room, he jumps up and takes a camera. Now I can picture Howard Hughes seeing a food cart come in and a pygmy jump out and take a picture of him. He would probably adjust his drugs on that one, I would think. But the true story is, we never could find a midget we could trust, and so we never